Hi, I'm Kelly, and I want to introduce to you one of my most exciting cleanses up to date. I am so excited about this cleanse, so excited of what's taken place. I have run beta tests on it, I have researched, I have studied, we have troubleshooted, and this is what we've come up with. And it is super exciting, and I want to introduce it to you. So it's my 7-day rainbow cleanse. But what makes it so unique and so special is that it's a holistic cleanse. And a holistic cleanse slash fast, because in this cleanse, you have opportunity to fast if you'd like, to intermittent fast, or eat whole foods, raw foods, smoothies only. It's up to you and where you are in this season of your life. So it's very customizable, it's very doable, and it's fun and exciting. And you learn something new every single day and every time you do this cleanse. So a holistic cleanse is when we approach our cleanses holistically, simultaneously observing what takes place, spirit, soul, body. What's going on physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? What is God doing in all of this? How were you created? You're amazing. You're a three-part being, and I'm going to share that with you here in a moment. So in this holistic cleanse, why is it good for you? I'm going to show you how. But first, I'm Kelly. I'm your daily detox coach. And I have a passion for seeing your whole spirit, soul, body live out its healthiest and fullest potential. I have a passion. It makes me pound the table. I have such passion. I want to see women rise up and live to their fullest, walk in a greater level of freedom in every area of their life. You know, it's not about just losing weight or the physical aspect, but I want to get to the root of the situation. Why is it that we use food for comfort? Why is it that it's so difficult for us to go without food for one meal? You know, food is very spiritual. And we'll see that as this cleanse unfolds. But I want to make it fun. I want to make it doable. And I want to make it to where any woman can partake in it and discover some new things and exciting things in her life. And so, yeah, so come on with me. Let me show you and unpack what is a rainbow cleanse. It's a rainbow of opportunity. We introduce to you 7 colors. The first day being red, second orange, third yellow, and so forth. And each day you're able to eat something in that color. I want to stir all your senses. And so you can eat something. You can put, okay, say day 1, red. You can put a bunch of red roses on your table, and you can smell red roses throughout the day. Or you can make a red smoothie and drink red and be reminded of red. And all your senses will be awakened from your taste, touch, smell, see, hear. All of it will be awakened. I also have that you can unwrap 5 special bonuses, and I'll let you discover that here in a little bit. We will explore, and I'll introduce to you your body cycle, all the recipes. I have worked hard on these recipes, and for years of putting them in an order that they're low carb, high fat recipes where you work with your body cycle, and I introduce you to that. So you can eat with your body cycle and allow your body to function and cleanse at the same time. You'll engage into creative journaling. I have 7 different styles of journaling that you can focus on if you'd like. I introduce a little bit each day to one journaling style a day. You can explore intermittent fasting. So these are, I think out of all of the 7, my most exciting ones for me is intermittent fasting and your body cycle. Although journaling is a close call because I have learned so much through journaling. You know, you can look back at your journals and you can see a lot of repeated ideas and themes and flows of what's going on. And so that's all a part of this cleanse. Also, too, you'll receive 7 daily promises. I have prayed. I have a friend, Crystal, that has done all the deep meanings of each color. I have prayed over these colors, and I've sort of sifted it out to a promise for the day and a scripture verse to go with it. And it all just flows so uniquely, things I didn't even plan. And now that I stand back and look, I love it. Each day builds upon the previous. So you will have, you know, for example, day 1, red. One of the words I chose for the meaning of red was grace. And so we begin the cleanse with grace. give yourself lots of grace. And so that's just part. I don't want to give you too much because it's so exciting. But okay, so you have 7 daily promises. And then, of course, I have all my low carb recipes. I have breakfast smoothies for you and juices. I have lunches, dinners, and snacks. And I have them all arranged to work with your body cycle and intermittent fasting as well. And so it's so super cool how this is unfolded. And I'm excited to share it with you. So I know that's a mouthful, but it's a rainbow of opportunity. And I wanted to present it in such a way and break it down for you so you can see here on the PowerPoint what I have to offer. Okay. One of the foundations of my holistic cleanses is recognizing that you are a 3-part being. Okay, so with all my cleanses, whether it's the rainbow cleanse or I'm working on my Song of Solomon right now, which is another exciting one. I love how it's coming about. But all the basics is you are a 3-part being. You are a spirit being. Your spirit speaks the truth. Your soul, which is your mind, will, and emotion, will affirm that truth. And your body, of course, will manifest that truth. And so I want to begin all my cleanses as such, recognizing that you are a 3-part being. They all overlap. When one is at dis-ease, it's going to affect all of the areas, okay? And so I think when we do a cleanse, a lot of times we approach a cleanse either just from the physical aspect or we approach the cleanse from a spiritual aspect. So my passion all these years, I started cleansing and fasting when I was 38. I'm 64 now. And all of these years of doing every kind of research and journaling and experimenting with different fasts, I've come to realize that I come into a fast/cleanse expecting one thing to happen, but then it's like I experienced something totally what I was not expecting to take place, because your body heals on a priority basis. And so when you're open to that and you enter into these cleanses, sort of open-handed, open heart, okay, God, have your way with what you're wanting to do in my life. Sure, we can pray for the nations. We can pray for the governmental aspects of our country. We can pray for missions. We can pray for our family. There's so many areas. And I approach a cleanse in that way many times. But if I'm honest with myself, I back up and it's like, I'm not out there to change God's heart, but he is definitely wanting to come in and to allow his love to come and just flood the coastlines of our heart and rearrange and bring healing and restoration. And because we can't give what we don't have. And so I want to be able to see what he sees. I want, when I pray, when I fast, when I cleanse. And he's still going to move on your behalf, whether you fast or cleanse or not. Hear my heart. But there's something about when we push the plate away or rearrange our plate, that healing takes place. And so I want to approach all my cleanses and fasts. It used to be decades ago that I approached on warfare and praying for this and praying for that, when I had still so much anger and unforgiveness and pain in my own heart. How can I pray with a heart full of anger? How can I pray with a heart full of unforgiveness? And he began revealing and exposing some of those things in my heart very gently, as he does. So as these areas here, they overlap. And so when one is at dis-ease, all of the areas is going to be at dis-ease. When your heart is at dis-ease, it's going to reflect in your physical body. If you have a lot of anger, anxiousness, unforgiveness, it's going to, a lot of times it'll come out and express through your body through stomach aches, headaches. Has nothing to do with the weather or the devil. It's just areas in your life. And a lot of times it's foods that we're eating. Maybe there's too much sugars, too much sodiums, too much processed foods. All the foods or all the recipes, ingredients in the recipes in my 7-day rainbow cleanse are all low carb. I've kept them all under, I believe it is like, each recipe is very low carb, like 50 grams of low carb. I try to keep all the recipes under so that you can shift from sugar burning to fat burning. If all you eat is processed foods and that's your normal diet, fast foods, things like that, that's all you're going to have time to burn. You're not going to be able to burn, and everything else stores up because there's so much your body can't process in the meantime. We eat a lot more than what is being exited out our body. Okay. And so I help you make that shift, that aha moment of when you come in and from sugar burning over to fat burning. Um, and it's sort of like when I think of this and I look at it from a spiritual aspect, when I look at these three circles overlapping each other, spirit, soul, body, you live from your heart. That's the place where life takes place and bubbles up. I wrote down John 7:38, out of your belly flows rivers of living water. And it washes away and cleanses our soul and our mind, our will, and emotions and refreshes it. And then it reflects on our physical body. And so it's like a dance. I have a friend that created this painting. I love it. It's just gorgeous. And but it's like a dance that we're being invited into. The Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we step into. They're inviting us into that place. As we welcome them into our hearts, it's like simultaneously going on. We're stepping into theirs. And it's like God is inviting. This is an invitation. My 7-day rainbow cleanse is an invitation to come and step into this dance of what's God wanting to do in you. We're coming into a new season and exiting an old, coming into a new, and I want to be the best that I can be and do what I can do. Sure, there's things that are unchangeable in our lives. The way there's unchangeables that we can't change, right? Like our eye color, contacts. I was going to say hair color, but no, we can put hair color on, or hair, but we can put hair color on our hair. But we can't, like our health and our weight, we can work on, not be driven by, not be controlled by. But it's not about losing the weight, but it's about getting healthy so that the weight does come off naturally. And the same thing, it's not about, oh, we got to do this and forgive here, or we got to do this and declare this verse or that promise, whatever it is. No, it's healing from the inside out. Let it just happen naturally and have your way. And I love to present it in such a way that it happens in a natural way, if that makes sense. Okay, so we want to do it holistically, spirit, soul, body. So one area that might be, in our private group, we have our private 7-day rainbow group, what God's doing in one person's life it will be way different than yours. But I want to present this 7-day rainbow cleanse is like a table, a buffet being presented, and you can customize it to what works best for you. If you want to focus on intermittent fasting, go for it. I'm here to coach you, to walk you through hand by hand, hand in hand. If you want to focus on the journaling styles or your body cycles or the recipes, or perhaps, you don't even have to do all the recipes. This cleanse is so freeing. You can just focus on the smoothies in the morning and then eat your regular lunches and dinners, okay? And the next time you run through the cleanse, focus on your lunches. Add that in with your smoothies and then do your regular dinners. So even the cleanse builds upon the previous day and the previous cleanse. Okay, so it ends up being a beautiful dance, and that's what I want to invite you into. And God wants to play that out in you and through you. And so, are you ready to dance? Are you ready? Are you ready to step into a world of color together? Let's explore, discover, and experience God's world of color. My wardrobe used to be just black and white. I only was just black and white, a lot like I was, and still can be at times, black and white. But then I love color. I love expressing colors, part of my culture and heritage. And I just love the dynamic purples and blues, especially the jewel tones. And you'll see that, color is expressed through all of us and through all of our, no matter where you're from, what culture or what language you speak or where you live in this world, we all celebrate color. Color has a smell. We'll tap into that in this cleanse. When you think of pink cotton candy, my mouth begins to water. Color, can be expressed in such a way, and we're going to tap into all those each day as we not only discover the reds and the blues and the yellows and oranges, which color is the most popular, which color is the least popular in the world, and how does God want us to tap into that, tap into His world of color. It's like I see a plethora of color, living color, and an excess amount of something, so much that he has to offer, and more than of what we can even comprehend. Yeah. And so come join me in my 7-day rainbow cleanse. I'm going to kick off the new year with one. I try to do this cleanse a few times a year corporately. But what's really cool is I just put this cleanse up on a course to where when you download and come into the course, you can do this cleanse at any time, and I'm there for you. The videos are recorded; they're all there for you. All the handouts are there for you to download to get familiarize yourself with. A 57-page e-guide I have for you, and so right now, for limited time only, I'm running a special, and it'll be our kickoff, $30 off, and I'll have the link below for you, and you can go check it out. Is this your time? Is this your season? I would love to have you join me. I love, love, love seeing women from around the world come and get excited about their health, get excited about their physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. And we're going to experience all of that. And so come join me. And I'll put the links below. And in the meantime, join me in Facebook. I have a special group called the Daily Detox Group. And you can also, I'll leave that link down below, and also my website, kellyparr.org. And so thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking time out and listening. And I hope to see you on the inside.